The donut fryer must be maintained properly. Remember to have the donut machine at the proper height above the grease, and to have the grease at the proper level, depth, and temperature. Also, the condition of the grease is important. The grease is either new, broken in, or broken down. Totally new grease is not a good idea because it takes donuts a long time to come to the top, especially cake donuts. Broken in grease is perfect. Broken down grease is smoking, usually black in color, and there's a lot of carbonized particles in the bottom of the fryer. Remember to filter your fryer at least once a week. These are examples of donuts that have balled up. Usually this happens when the donuts do not drop far enough in the air before they hit the surface of the grease. Either raise the machine to a new height or lower the grease level so the donuts drop at least an inch in the air. These are examples of donuts that starred perfectly. They were properly scaled, water and dry weight, correct water temperature and batter temperature, correct fryer temperature, the grease level was to the perfect height, and fried by development and time of donut. They were not turned too early. The star was allowed to develop. If the donut mix you're using is a donut mix designed to star in the center, these would be an example of donuts that have cracked and wrung out. Either the water was too cold, or the fryer was too cold, or they were improperly scaled. The grease could be too deep and they turned on the way up, which seals the crust and does not allow the star to develop, or they were turned before the star was allowed to develop. These are examples of perfect donut holes. No bursting, no triangles. They were properly scaled and mixed. The grease was the proper depth and temperature. They were allowed to fry properly. In other words, they were allowed to roll over, which takes about a minute to a minute and 15 seconds before they were submerged. These donut holes have formed clusters. Either the donut machine was too high above the level of the grease, or the grease was too low. This icing was overheated. If you were using an icing conditioner, find the optimum temperature setting and leave it there. There is no shortcut with an icing conditioner. Usually the icing takes 20 minutes or longer to come to temp. If you are using a microwave, remember, always heat in stages. Never put the icing in and set for a long period of time in the microwave to heat it. A short period of heat, stir, and another short period of heat. Burnt sugar will dissolve after a few hours and the icing will look like colored glaze. For any questions regarding any troubleshooting, contact your Dawn representative and get the full advantage of our expertise behind you. Remember, bakery success starts here.